everyone. So if you're back for week 9 of the blanket along, I had kind of an exciting Wednesday. It was 81 degrees here. Crazy warm for the beginning of March in St. Louis. And that means that I am going to go all the way up here, right here, to my ripped jeans for my color, which is crazy. That is so warm. So I've skipped all the way up here. I don't even think I've used Blue Moon or Rotary Phone yet, but yeah, we're gonna go all the way up here to ripped jeans. And I thought it would be kind of fun to look at maybe a color work piece this time and use my ripped jeans, which is very light, and also use another colorway from like last Thursday, which is going to be my school uniform. That'll give me tons of contrast because, yeah, can you believe 81 degrees? That is so crazy. So if you've been following along, or if you haven't, you might remember that we are doing the Black Sheep temperature blanket along. We are in week 9. And I'm digging around in here because I want to grab my US 3 needles. Now, the pattern that I am using is my Black Sheep Fiber Emporium blanket. This one, blanket along. And yes, I do call for US 4s on my pattern, but if you recall, I'm using 3s because I'm using a little different yarn. I'm using my lovely Mian fingering weight cotton, which I mean, it is super lovely. And there, right there, is my fabulous ripped jeans. So bright, so lovely. And and there is going to be my school uniform. So I think those will pair very nicely together, give me tons of contrast, and it'll be a lot of fun to do something a little color worky. I haven't done much color work lately, but yeah, I want to go ahead and get a little color work in. So if you'll join me, I'm going to turn the camera down and we'll take a look at what we're going to do this week. We're going to find a color work pattern. That's what we're going to do. All right, so like I said, can you believe 81 degrees way up here with ripped jeans? So we had some warm temperatures. So a week ago on Wednesday, I was looking at 23 degrees. And now you can see that we warmed up. So starting Saturday, we had a warming trend and we were up in the 50s and 60s. It was 75 on Tuesday. It was crazy warm. I took Ina to the park and we went to the butterfly house. And then 81 on Wednesday. So insane. It was so warm. I definitely was not prepared for 81. Oh, and look, I filled this in. I actually need to come down here because 75 actually goes here in March. And then 81. And 54, there we go, for March 3rd. And you know what's cool is I love these. This is called a friction pen. So it's Pilot Friction, spelled with an X. And the way that it works is this ink will erase with friction and heat. And so there it goes. Just erase, erase, erase. Hopefully this isn't shaking too much. There. So there, now February is all tidy again. Because this was my February. And now here's my March. So there we go. 75, 81, 54. Man, March has been crazy so far. All right, so let's take a look. Let's find a color work pattern. Now remember, we're not using the Ericanite. We're using the fabulous, fabulous, lovely, wonderful Mian cotton. It's fingering weight yarn. I really like this stuff. We're not using 4s. I'm using my US 3. Oh, let's see. So let's go find, ooh, Chevron stripes is fun. And that one's a 2-color pattern, so that would work. Or, let's see, ooh, or there's little checks. Little checks is also fun and pretty easy. Stripes, I don't really want to do because that would be 3 colors. The ridge check pattern is a lot of fun. Ooh, or snowflakes. Could be pretty. Snowflakes would be pretty. I don't know. Should I do snowflakes or should I do chevrons? Kind of feeling, I think I'm going to go chevrons. I think chevrons will be fun. So that means I need to cast on 32 stitches, and we're not going to follow the color numbers that are used here in the pattern. Remember, we are going to use the two that I've identified, which is school uniform and ripped jeans. So these are what we're going to use. And I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to cast on with, I'm going to cast on with my ripped jeans, use this as my background and this as my contrast color. So hang on. For this pattern, I'm going to start with my 32 stitches. I'm going to follow my chart and repeat the stitches between the red lines 5 times. But as we recall, if you've watched this before, I don't have red lines on my black and white version, so I'll just follow the lines here. These are my 2 red lines. So I'm going to repeat my chart 4 total times, and then I'll bind off. I'm probably going to need to repeat my chart more than that. I'm guessing it'll be 4.5 or maybe 5 times. It's some of these patterns I just know that I need more. Some of these patterns I just know that I need more rows in order to get the square-ish square that I need before I bind off. Now on my right side rows, I'm going to slip one and knit all of my stitches following the color chart. And on my wrong side rows, I'm going to slip one and purl all of my stitches following the color chart. Now, there are different ways that you can do color work. None of them are wrong. It's just whichever style suits you best. For this one, I am probably going to use my combination color work where I actually do part Portuguese and part Continental. But to get started, I will show you how to hold both colors Continental. So I'm going to hold both colors over here. I've slipped my first stitch, knit my next stitch. Now I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my light color. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then knit 1 in my dark color. And we can already see that this is going to be problematic because I've already had to reset my hand. Now the key to nice color work is that your floats need to be loose and soft in the back so that you don't have puckering and gaps on the front. So this would be one way to do it. 3, 4, and 5. Now a second way to do this would be to carry my light blue in a continental style and my dark blue in an English style. So you would throw it up and around just like that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, we would pick up our yarn, bring it up and carry it around. So, and there are different ways that you can carry this like this. If you want different variations on that English style. But my preference, 2, 3, 4, 5. My preference is to do it sort of a combined Portuguese and Continental style. So I'm going to show you that now. And actually, I'm going to show it to you on the purl side. So let me just go ahead and finish out this row. 2, 3, 4, 5, and end on a knit 1. So for the purl side, you are going to slip 1 and then purl across in the color pattern that you are following. So hang on, I'm going to show you my Portuguese style. All right, so on the purl row here for our second row, I'm going to show you how I carry two colors in a sort of a Portuguese style. It's not exactly Portuguese style because I kind of combine. So I am going to carry my light color Continental. So I'll set my hand just like I usually do for Continental, and I'm just going to hold it over here. The key is that I'm going to take my contrast color this time, this one, and I'm going to put it around my neck, like so, and under my hair. And then sometimes I wrap this around my pinky, and sometimes I wrap it around my wrist. I'm going to carry my second color up around my neck. I know it seems really weird, but it works really well for me. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and slip my first color. And now I need to bring my contrast color in. I should really have you over my shoulder. Oops, sorry. Let's see. So I'm going to bring my contrast color in, and because I need to do a blue stitch, one stitch past my slipped edge, oof, that was hard to say, I am just going to use my thumb and pull my knitting in and over, and then I am going to use my thumb again. I'll have to do another video. Hang on, I'll get this going just a little bit, and then I'll switch the camera angle again. Up over the top of my shoulder, and I'm just going to bring my contrast color in when I need it. So I know that I am doing 1 dark, 3 light, 3 dark, 3 light, and I'm going to follow that all the way across now, 3 dark, 3 light. So flip-flop back and forth. And now I'm going to try to change the camera angle so that you can watch over my shoulder. So hang on again. Okay, now hopefully this will work. So I'm going to carry this yarn here, tensioning this yarn here. Remember, this is going around my neck. So I'm ready to do my light color. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that and purl. And now I'm going to grab this one and bring it in. And remember, we want to keep these floats kind of loose and open. And you can do this even in cotton. Like this. And then 1, 2, 3. And you've got to watch those floats. I can see this one got a little tight, so I'm just going to pull it a little bit, pull this out. And again, I'm carrying this one around my neck. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the light color up. 1, 2, 3. Bring the dark color up again. 1, 2, and 3. And then spreading it out, bring the light color up. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 more dark color. 1 and 2. Oops. There we go. That one's tricky because this stitch wants to move with the tail. Okay, and then we're going to end with our lighter color. So there we go. That's row 1 and row 2 in my combined Portuguese and Continental style. So just like that. And then on the knit side, I'm still going to carry them. But when I am ready to use my blue, to put a little more tension in this, when I'm ready to use my blue color, I have to bring my needle into the front, but instead of going out through the back, I have to wrap it around. So I'm kind of twisting my stitch open, and then you pop your yarn down into it. So I'm going to show you that again. You go in, but instead of going out through the back, you keep the needle tip to the front. You flip it in, just like this. 1 and 2. 1, 2. Oh, except it's only one. Helps if I'm actually following my pattern. 2, 1, 2. Let's see, so 1 and 2. 1. 1 and 2. 1. 1 and 2. 1. And you can see that this is a really fast way to do color work. So I call it my Portuguese style because it's a combination of Portuguese and Continental, and it works so well. It makes it so fast for me to do color work. Although I have to say I like color work. Well, it depends. I guess I like it both ways. I like both purling and knitting in color work. What can I say? And there we go. And our little pattern is developing. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this. Now you've seen my Portuguese style. So I'm actually teaching this class at Hoosier Hills Fiber Festival, excuse me. So if you're going to be in Indiana in June, you could learn my Portuguese style. It's very fast. Anyway, I'm going to go work on this, and then I'll be back with the finished square. All right, so I am back, clearly a few days later. But look, I have it all done. Doesn't it look nice? Here's my floats, because it's always fun to look at the floats. And I will say I did have to pick out, I don't know, like 2 rows. Oh, and Marshmallow joined me. Hello, Marshmallow. Kitty, kitty. Just love this cat. Anyway, so yeah, there we go. Looks fabulous. Love my color play. Clearly, I did make that baby blanket blue my prominent background color because I really wanted that to stand out since, you know, technically I was knitting this in baby blanket blue for my very warm 80 something degree day. It was so hot that day. Crazy March day. Anyway, but look, it's all done. Oh, Marshmallow's gonna try and play with my strings. Yeah, silly cat. So anyway, I hope that your blanket is coming along, and we're getting to the point where I'm going to have to start thinking about some new square designs. So, because we're on week 9, and remember, I only had 24 to start with. So I'm either going to have to start getting a little more adventurous and finding some new patterns, or well, that's kind of what I have to do. I have to get adventurous and find more patterns. I don't really have an option now. Anyway, so that's the plan. Hopefully your blanket is coming along really well, and you have what's the word I want? And you have found a rhythm, whether you're doing it daily or weekly, as I have been. In how you are making your squares. And Marshmallow's tail is very distracting. Hi, you're very distracting. Yes, you're very loved, but you're very distracting. So anyway, don't we just love our Marshmallow? We love Marshmallow. He's such a good kitty. He's such a good kitty. Yes, and he's just purring up a storm. You probably can't hear that, but he's just purring. Purring, so happy. He likes to sleep on our bed sometimes, and likes to sit on my lap, and he likes to chase like all of my, well, everything I work on, knitting, tatting, spinning, weaving. He likes to be involved. He's sort of like a child, like Ina. He really wants to be involved. Today she wanted to know if I was stitching and if she could help me, and she really wanted to help me. So I may have to try to teach her something. I don't know what. I thought about crochet. I thought about casting on for her and letting her try to knit. I think the crochet might go better. I thought about tatting, letting her try to tat. We've already tried Mediterranean knotted lace and embroidery. The other thing I thought about was I have a lot of drop spindles, so I could sacrifice a drop spindle to my child, I suppose, and teach her how to spin, because that might work. She's 3. She's a very curious 3. So, you know, it could work. I don't know. I'll just keep trying things with her until we find something that sticks. I know that she likes painting. She loves stickers. We make cards and send them out to friends and family. So if you're watching this and you would really like to get a card from Ina, if you send me an email at Kelly with an I @ Black Sheep ATORENCO.com, and you're in the US. Actually, even if you're not, I do have international stamps, so I can send one off. But yeah, send me your address, and I'll do my best to get you a card from Ina. She's been making a whole bunch of them today. She loves stickers, so it's mostly a lot of stickers or stamps. So yeah. Anyway, that was a total digression, but a fun one. All right, I'm going to get into some more fun stuff as we progress throughout the rest of the week. I'm working on my Mediterranean knotted lace sunflower. I need to do an update for the tatting, for the tatted scarf table runner vest. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm tatting along on it. Temperature thing along, I guess. So you'll see that soon as well. And anyway, just remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you have liked our Facebook page, that you have followed us on Instagram and on TikTok, because we post stuff on all of those places all the time. Okay, TikTok, not as much, but we do try to post. We try to post frequently. We are going to be at several fun places in the coming year. So my next thing that I'm doing is Shuttlebirds in Idaho at the end of April, beginning of May. So you'll see Black Sheep on the road there. And Tina and I, we should really do a joint video and tell you all about what we're going to be doing. So I think I'm going to propose that. Anyway, until next time, please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually. And make sure that you're doing that 15 minutes of crafting every day. I know it really helps me to feel more grounded, more centered, and a little bit better about the world in general. So make sure that you are doing your crafting every day. And I'll see you soon on my next video. So take care of yourself.